This is the second edition of the Kyle Walker Pros. About a year ago, I did 100 kickflips in the asenskates highs, and I really liked the high top feature with the waffle cup sole. They turned out to be pretty cool, and over time, they lasted pretty well. So now today, I'm going to be doing 100 kickflips in the Kyle Walker Pro 2s. If you ever seen a video from John Hill, then you know that he likes these shoes.
3 pairs of Kyle Walker 2s, probably my favorite skate shoe. Maybe Vans should have hit me up if they wanted that hella promotion.
So I really wanted to check them out and test them out for myself. I really like the strap. I thought that was really cool instead of having like laces. And then they have the Vans Kyle Walker emblem on the tongue. And again, they went with the waffle cup sole. And it seems like this waffle cup sole is a lot more high tech than the one on the asenskates high. And I really like this strap. I know it can look kind of weird having it on a skate shoe, but I really do think it comes in handy when putting your shoe on and taking it off too. And the overall color and design looks pretty cool. I really like how they kept the theme of the Vans while incorporating the emblem on the tongue. And they also kept the pop cush insole. This one seems a little thicker, so we'll see how that goes too. But yeah, everything looks cool and legit, so now let's put them on and skate in them. Also, I did just get a new board, so I will kind of be getting used to this deck since it is pretty new and breaking it in. But yeah, let's put the Kyle Walker Pros on. This is what they look like. Before I get into the 100 kickflips, I'm just going to warm up over here with some simple flat ground tricks. I broke a little sweat on those tricks, but the Kyle Walker Pros, they feel pretty good. When I first stepped onto them with my skateboard, they felt like shoes that I wear at like the mall or to play basketball. But hopefully over time, my feet can adjust and actually start feeling like actual skate shoes. But the kickflips that we're doing were pretty solid so far. I only did a couple, so I think it's time to get into 100 kickflips. I've only done 10 kickflips in them and they already feel absolutely insane, like insane in a good way. I don't know why, it just feels like the thickness is like in the right area, in the part where I'm flicking, at least in my opinion. As opposed to when I did the Air Force One skate review, I did 100 kickflips in those too, and it was pretty cool. I really liked them, but the thickness, it just felt super bulky like everywhere. Whereas these, it's kind of like only around the flicking part of like the heel flip, kick flip part of where you flick. So yeah, it's feeling pretty good. I'm gonna give you guys a quick glimpse of the shoe just to show you guys how to look after 10 kickflips, and then we'll get to the next 10. So yeah, I've only done 10 kickflips in them. Don't see any type of wear, to be honest. You can see like a little rubber coming off, just a little, but really like nothing. So we'll get into the next 10 right now. Taking it. Alright, so here we go, 20 kickflips in, looking about the same. We do see a little bit more scuffing on the suede part of the shoe, but nothing too heavy. The kickflips are feeling really good, so that's what I'm really prioritizing. Let's get into the next 10. Dog, my kickflips are feeling better than ever. Like, I know when I was skating the canvas look highs, my kickflips were looking good, but now I feel like they look like way better, and they feel a lot better too, because they're real skate shoes, not just canvas skate shoes that look like skate shoes. But yeah, so let's take another look at the shoe. Oh, and by the way, I'm liking the strap too. I feel like with the laces, you have to spend a lot more time to like adjust them to your liking, but with the strap, you just strap and that's it. All right, so this is what they look like right now. You can see a little bit more rubber coming off, but it's really not that much. The suede is looking a little different, but nothing really too impactful. All right, so instead of doing 10 more kickflips, I'm actually gonna do 10 frontside flips. So yeah, let's do those. Alright, so this is what the Kyle Walker Pros are looking like right now. And you still see a little tear right here, but that's really it. And yeah, the suede still looks good, not a lot of scuffing. Still feel thick, but I'm starting to get used to them. So let's get into the next 10. Not gonna lie, those tray flips felt pretty good. I did like flop a little and TikTok on like 100% of them, but I'm still getting used to these shoes. But yeah, so this is what they're looking like right now. You do see a little scuffing on the suede part, but not too much rubber coming off. I can still peel a little bit off, but it's not really anything. This is actually how the other shoe is looking. I haven't been flicking on this shoe, so you won't see any scrape marks or anything. But yeah, so the soles are feeling pretty good though. Pretty flexible and solid for the most part. Dog, I just got absolutely bodied. You can see my white meat. Okay, this is what 60 kickflips looks like, I think. I am seeing a little tear right here starting to come up on the sole of the shoe, but nothing too much. But yeah, this part is thinning out pretty quickly. So I am going to be looking at that in the next couple of kickflips. This part of rubber is definitely coming up pretty quickly. I can start to peel this part of the rubber just a little bit more. Still looks pretty good. We just did do like 70 kickflips, so yeah, that's probably why. Let's get into the next 10 now. Starting to bleed. $70 kickflips in, or no, 80 kickflips in, and still looking about the same as 10 kickflips ago. So let's get into 10 more. 90 kickflips in. Let's get it. So it's looking about the same. Seeing a little bit more scraping up here. Not too many scuffs on the side. All right, so I'll actually do 10 more and then I'll go over how they felt from start to finish, what things I liked, what things I didn't like, and who I would recommend them to the most. So let's get into the next 10 and final kickflips. Okay, so those were my 100 kickflips in the Kyle Walker Pros. First edition has shoelaces, but these have straps, which I kind of like. In the beginning, when I was warming up and just doing my simple tricks, they did not take too long to get used to. The board feel felt pretty good, not only with the kickflip, but also with the hill flips, the 180 tricks, and the shove it tricks too. This is how they turned out overall. You can see a little difference in the flicking part. Not a lot of scuffing on the heel side of the shoe. I still feel like I can get a lot more session in these, and they still feel really good. When skate shoes specifically feel really bulky and solid, you can't really feel the deck a lot. There's not a lot of board feel, but when you have the waffle cup sole, I feel like it's really flexible and you can really feel the deck a lot more. That's another thing that I like about these shoes. One thing that I do feel like was a con was that I do feel like they are a little heavy. As you can see, they are pretty bulky. They are a little heavier than the average skate shoe. They're not like super heavy like the Air Force Ones, but they are not the lightest shoe in the skate shoe game. That is one thing to look out for. If you don't like solid, bulky shoes, then you might want to steer away from this shoe, but other than that, they are pretty good, and I feel like they don't take too long to get used to. So I would definitely recommend these to beginners, pros, and anyone in between, because I feel like they would last long either way. So yeah, that was my overall review on the shoe, the Kyle Walker Pro 2s. I forgot to talk about the insole. You can take them out and they're really comfortable. When I was skating my last skate shoes, which were the canvas Lakais, my feet like would hurt, specifically the ball of my heel. Now that I skated in these, I feel like I didn't even notice the pain. That's another plus for the Kyle Walker Pro 2. But yeah, that was my overall review on the shoe. Let me know if you guys want an update a week or two later, and definitely let me know what your opinions on these shoes are, whether you skated them or you want to skate them. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'm out.